Apparently this is the Bryce song. I had to remove a soundtrack though, because it featured detail that I don't want visible. But yeah, fun kind of grew on me. The dude song. Let's see, how many options does Bryce offer us? A lot more, because there's a lot more chit-chatting going on this particular one. I'm not feeling 100% right off the bat. I plan to do something else for today. Yeah, another video on the side, because I've done a lot of just one-offs every day, and I feel like I should not do that and go back to the usual ways things where I do more stuff than usual, you know. Let's pull out the RPA tool, backgrounds, Beach X. Yeah, that is the... Well, there's a subtle difference going on with, like, the water and all, but it really is just the same environment. It's just a... I appreciate that the tides are changing between, though. It's a cool... It's a good scene. Gotta copy this from Lurem. Oh no, I need the translated one to do this. Okay. Yeah, Lorem just went straight to it, but Bryce... Why does Bryce get that one line, too? Like, that's the part that gets me. Not a weird song for Bryce, though. Ah. Yeah, today, by the way, is going to be one... Why does it search for Google? I looked for words. The song goes on a while. Stop using exclamation points. I really don't need that many of them to get the point across. That's a writing thing. That's something I tend to fall into as I start to use certain types of punctuation too much, like the ellipses, which once was a way they found out that I was band-evading. Oh! Still a thing that I don't look back on fondly. Pretty sure it'd still be banned if I went back. Ah. I remember once making an account and throwing it under the bus on a phishing website for RuneScape. Which was good, because I could have lost my own account, which I wouldn't care less about right now, but it would have changed my history a lot if that had happened. Yeah, Bryce explained it as a barbecue, so I'm taking this as the angle. This is a barbecue. So it's like, it's weird that you guys came so early. Usually people have barbecues in the sun. We can be loud and friendly. Just in case you need that awkwardness on top of it all. Is that in this anyway? Vice versa? It's with a C. Like, I love how this date starts off with this bombshell of a bombshell. I like this because it's a bit of a rewrite, but it captures the same idea. This might get edited in the second pass because it's a little far. Be honest, it's better if I can keep an eye on him instead of that he's not here, you know, not partaking in the barbecue and is grumpy in his room getting ideas. So it's better that Maverick's here, where you can sort of anticipate things instead of him being at home being like, I wasn't invited, I need to do this. Oh, frick. Does he know that he's coming? Oh no! I'm not sure that should be cool. Interesting. We have Bryce emotions. Wait, does Bryce as an odd man out actually get fucking... No! So, apparently at some point, these dates were supposed to be more dynamic. Okay, weird that it doesn't find that one. Probably because it's... Oh, yeah, it's not looking there. That's really strange. Huh. Like, to me, that says a lot. Because, here's the thing to consider. If this is here, then clearly at some point that was going to be used. Or that was considered. Oh, I'm gonna write that one. No, you really say that more about someone else. Someone else is which means they're running away, they're going away, they're out of here. It's usually used when someone is specifically running away. Just a little bit more... Like, I'm trying to give Bryce a bit more of a loose edge here, so he's like, ah, thank you, that's Coolia, you know? But he actually talks like Coolia. Like, he's emitting letters. So fucking dumb. You just fuck off. Wow. Like, this feels so, like, uncharacteristic of you to just fuck off. Like, do the other dates even do that? Like, I don't think... Lorme is kind of an outsider. He's not very indicative. It might be possible the others are doing similar things. Oh, this is fun. This is great. It's the same sentence, but it's so much more Bryce. Normally speaking, people would join, but you can understand with all the jing-jang going on, it's difficult to get everyone a night off. He talks really flat and formal here, when you consider it. 'Cause there's not a lot of, like, slang or jargon going on. Like, he hasn't been part of the Force that long, even though it's clearly been years at the very minimum. I appreciate that they immediately introduce Shang so that they don't have to do the fucking name switch thing. I like to imagine that when Shang says this, he like puts on he I don't know, I don't think Shang's the kind of person to put on a fake accent, but it has that fake, like, mentally, you're imagining it. You know what I'm thinking of. Hello. Hello. God, those accents were terrible. That being said, Dutch people have terrible accents when it comes to the R. R. So, yeah. A knife cuts on two sides, they say. The thing is, you do have difficulty recognizing Sebastian without his cap. Because, think about it, his cap is like a huge part of his character. It's one of the most, I'll talk about it in a minute, but character design-wise, Sebastian looks very different. The cap is, it's a pretty stark color to the rest of him. It's a darker blue, it contrasts with the rest of it. The silver details are probably one of the brighter elements of him. The neckline kind of goes towards it. This looks really weird, by the way. Yeah, it's why I call them barrel-chested, because they really look like barrels. And the way everything builds, his cap draws a lot of eye, and it's also much of his head space. Like his head, a large part of his surface area on the picture is the cap. So when you take the cap away, like it's like someone shaving their head. It's suddenly they're bold, they're different. It's kind of funky that he's like the only one to wear a cap. But, like, he is hard to recognize without it. Oh man, I like how that increases Bryce's mood, which is a lot more dynamic, a lot more realistic than a lot of others, which were just kind of bleh when it came to plus and minuses. Hey, we're already on 200 lines. Hey doesn't have that same connotation, so I'm like, hello. And then he pauses, and then he's like, player name. This one's a bit itchier because it could be, if it's Leaf, it's like you had to be nice to me instead of you had to be nice to me. It's two words, but they carry more context to them than in its intonation. It's funny. Yeah, this is a fair point from Bryce. Like, he could. Oh, a lot of people are bumping in and out of... Oh, it's because Skype's acting up a bunch and decides to throw a hissy fit. Let's get this BBQ on the BB road! And he gets shot with a BB gun. No grill, no firewood. How are we going to do the barbecue part? What does barbecue even mean? Let's look it up. BBQ. Wiki. Because I'm always curious as to why it was called barbecue. Oh, okay. So that's just, it's just the term for it. Weird. I don't care about all the details. I think I'm going to stop in a moment. We've come a long way already. Good progress. Good, strong progress. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of chit-chat. I think I'm going to stop here. My arm's already a bit But hey, made progress. I'm a bit more clear because IC is used so commonly. I'm like, okay. It's like, sure. Okay, I'm going to remove the exclamation point. It's like, okay. It's like, you could imagine the exclamation point there, but it's not necessary. So you could be like, okay. Who gets the honors? Who gets the honors? Find out next time on Video Games the Movie, which includes every video game in some very odd sequence.